Alright, what's up? How's it going here? Today I'm going to be reacting to, oh yikes, I misspelled it. Eisenwalzwerk, which means iron rolling mill, from Adolph Menzel in 1875. Although, exact date sort of seems to be unknown. But boy, is this a doozy. This is a really detailed painting. At first glance, I thought it was sort of glorifying the Industrial Revolution, but then giving it an ounce of thought, I realized how wrong I was. You see, like this pretty much shows this pretty much shows all of the, like, I don't know, aspects, or many at least of the aspects, negative aspects towards laborers during the Industrial Revolution. We have like these guys sort of over here. They look like they're eating out of tin cans, which I guess was probably kind of acceptable back there, like little brass potware. And then this guy looks like he's washing some sort of cloth or something like that. These are really inhumane conditions that these guys are working in. It's a disgusting place. Like, you see, I think it was the vividity of this sort of heated iron right here that sort of made me think, what is it? Oh, romantic. This is glory. But then you see the real focus. Sure, that's a visual focus, but the real focus is these people around here. Also, I'd like to address very cool signature down here. Yikes! All right, well, it's cut off, but you can sort of see it. It's like it looks like he just sort of did it in a quick second and was done. Yikes! Where I guess I've already begun. I was gonna say where to begin. The smog filling up the rafters is just disgusting. You can see it's sort of like rising up from around here. Obviously, there can't be too much of it around here because that would block the focus of the picture. But you can really see that this is like encompassing them. This smoke. It's gonna be a challenge for them to function and to breathe. Lots of this. Of course, I saw this picture. I was on the what is it? Alte Nationalgalerie, I believe, website for Berlin. One of the Museum Island websites, because there's this painting, one of my favorite paintings. I have no idea what the title is. I don't remember who did it. I just remember where it is inside the museum. So eventually I'll probably make a plea video like, hey, can you please go inside the museum and tell me what the name of this painting is? Because I have no idea what it is. Of course, this is a German painting. I can't believe I didn't mention that, but if you didn't guess that, you probably you should probably know that Eisenwalzwerk is German, and that Adolph and Menzel are German names. I figured that was obvious though. Yeah, so I'll probably make a video explaining where it is within the museum so that somebody can tell me what the title is. I know that's asking quite a bit, but it's pretty important to me, and I'd really appreciate that. It's a really great painting. But okay, back to this one. We see a lot of very bright reds, but otherwise and orange, I guess. It's more orange than red, really, but otherwise it's very subdued. You sort of see the light reflecting off the faces of these guys, and you see this guy, he's almost becoming, like, the face he's making almost makes it seem like he's the one being worked by this, like, sort of machinery. Like, he's like, whoa, he doesn't really know how to handle it. Almost like, I guess he's either reaching down to grab the iron, or he's just let go of it. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, that facial expression makes it look like he is not in control at all, which is obviously this depiction of the steelworks and the labor conditions is negative, I'd say. Well, if I have to say, I'd say it's probably not obvious, but it's pretty clear that Menzel doesn't really approve of this. Like, you see how clustered these people are. Like, back here, the their depictions are practically relegated to like little dots and little blotches, of course. Really well done, especially considering you see that from the zoomed out position, you know right away, okay, those are some people back there, and then you zoom in, you're like, hey, that's an interesting way to depict a person. And of course, having zoomed in, we can really appreciate the fine level of detail put into, especially this iron as it's this molten iron, as like, look at every single little fleck off of here. You can see this thing whirring. That really looks fantastic. The chain sort of I don't know, blocking it, but yet even that's super detailed. Yikes, I really wish I knew what movement of art of painting this was from, but I can't say I do. If I had to guess, weak guess, I'd say realism, because it's depicting labor conditions pretty much. That's the extent of my guess, though. Let's take a look in the back here. We sort of see, okay, this is good. Some of it's cut off, but you see, like, these people they're stripped shirtless. There's a guy over here even sort of oh wow, that was some finessing right there. The guy right here washing his hair, washing the soot out of his hair. Like, these guys can't, like, this is gonna be a real burden for them, you know. This is hard stuff to deal with, being coated and this sort of stuff. And you see, this guy is probably some sort of if I had to guess, I'm not sure, but I'd say he's maybe like the bourgeoisie manager or something like that, because you see he's the only person around here wearing a suit. He's sort of looking on. He's obviously not toiling. He's just sort of admiring the what's going on here. He's separate from it. Yikes! I don't know. This is a really fantastic painting, I just gotta say. If we can just sort of scroll around the bottom and stuff, just look at the level of detail put into this sort of just the tools, just the tools of the trade, I guess. And of course, there's detail put into these people as well. You can see the sort of rippling muscles here on this guy's arm, this man's arm, and so on. Unfortunately, it's undoubted that this is meant to be the, like, color-wise focus of this picture, because every other like source of flames, sure, you can see the reflections like back here and over there, but this is the only depicted source, so it's obvious that the focus is meant to be drawn here. And I really appreciate this painting. I think it's a great painting. I think this is in the old museum, Old National Gallery. And thank you very much for watching. This has been my reaction to Adolph Menzel's Eisenwalzwerk from 1875. And I appreciate your viewership.